Welcome to the webinar Tips to Crack Interview and Your Personality Grooming. In the time of a COVID or in a general, it is very important that you meet this final criteria to get the placement. You have a technical knowledge, you have a functional knowledge, but at the end of the day, how you speak, what answers you give to HR is certainly matters. What is your personality and how interviewer is going to see you. So seeing that understanding and taking the cues from our previous experiences, we thought to organize this important workshop on personality grooming and tips to crack interviews. With me today, I have Mr. Manoj Sahani, Director Corporate Resource Center and Head of Industry Integration, Amity University, Gurugram, and Mr. Ankur Gupta. He is a Deputy Director, Corporate Resource Center. But before we move on, let's have a glimpse of Amity University Gurugram, how we are nurturing the students and how we are preparing the future of industry-ready professionals like you.
Amity University Gurgaon, established in 2010. In a few years' time, it has surged ahead to be adjudged the top private university in Haryana by India Today, as well as CMAI. Spread across 110 acres, it has won numerous awards like the Best Private University of the Year 2015 by SHM. Building on its foundation of academic excellence, Amity University Gurgaon has established diverse centers of excellence for breakthrough advancements like the Amity Center for BRICS Studies, Amity Center for Robotics, Amity Center for Nanotechnology, Amity Center for Stem Cell Research, Amity Center for Ocean Atmospheric Science and Technology, and many more. Constantly striving for excellence in all aspects, Amity University Gurgaon has entered into a collaborative program with Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, IITM Pune, established under the aegis of Safar Mapan, for measuring and monitoring air quality. The campus also has a unique military training camp where thousands of Amity students from all campuses go through military training modules that instill strong feelings of patriotism and hone strategic leadership skills. As part of a leading research-driven university, numerous innovations of Amity students have earned international and national recognition, such as solar-powered vehicles, the Amity Bionic Arm, the Amity Humanoid. Extensive industry interaction initiatives have seen the likes of Sunil Bharati Mittal, Chairman Bharti Enterprise, that is Airtel, Paytm founder Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and eminent scientist Padma Bhushan Dr. Govindarajan Padmanabhan visiting and engaging with Amity students. A big thrust area for the university is creating positive social impact. As part of the Amity mission to eradicate preventive blindness, Amity Eye Camps have provided free treatment and cataract surgery to over 12,000 Haryana villages. The 3-year-old annual Amity Gurgaon Marathon, which has seen participation from over 30,000 runners, besides making people health conscious, highlights various social issues. The Amity student community also actively participates in social initiatives like Udan to educate underprivileged children. Students are also driving cancer awareness camps, Swachhata Abhiyan inspired Clean the City drives, regular blood donation camps. Amity University Gurgaon is India's only university and Asia's second to be awarded the LEED USA Platinum certification, the highest standard worldwide for environmentally responsible design, construction and operations of existing buildings.
Amity also offers you a basket of career-focused disciplines in all streams of interest to Class 12 students like you. Let's take a glance.
Now, let's take a glimpse of the pulsating campus life at Amity University, Gurgaon, that goes beyond academic excellence, which allows you to flourish as an individual by organizing and participating in diverse cultural events and competitions such as Youth Fest or being a part of Sangathan, the Inter-Amity Institution's sports meet that marks the birthday of Amity's founder-president. You get countless opportunities to enhance your organizational, teamwork and leadership skills. At Amity University, Gurgaon, you follow a learning and development curve that is designed to help you stay ahead of the future by empowering you to dream and carve out a vision. It has been conceived to help you optimize your true potential. So if you see yourself joining the League of Indian Visionaries shown earlier, then go ahead and envision a better tomorrow for yourself and for India.
Thank you so much for with us, and over to Mr. Ankur Gupta to take the stage and start the workshop.
Thank you, Sachin. Very good afternoon to all my aspiring students who are keen to go for their master's program, and I also welcome our director, Mr. Manoj Sahni, to this session. And before we start, as the title of the webinar says, how to prepare for campus placements, or how to, which cover every aspect of grooming, interview tips, resume designing, and whatever other parameters we are going to cover in the coming slides. So before you start your journey into a master's program, again from your college you are going into masters, again you are starting your student life, but the student life at postgraduate level will be little different from what you have seen in 3 years of your undergraduate program. So again, once you enter into a program, you have to see again some of the things which you have to relive again, which you may have seen in your undergraduate programs as well, wherein the parameters talks about your classes, your groups, your internships, your professional attitude, your self-care, your social relationship, and how you are planning your studies. So if we talk about all these parameters with respect, a set of discipline, a focused approach throughout your 2 years into masters is the mantra, wherein if we talk about classes, you have to be very, very disciplined and be punctual on your class schedule for your program. Then you have to participate very actively in various groups. Like you have seen in the video, we have so many clubs currently running in the campus at AUH, wherein you can be a part of those clubs depending upon your program and your aspirations to go into the career post completion of the post graduation programs. Then you talk about internships. Internships again is a very, very important foundation for all of you who are aspiring to become managers, engineers, researchers, and so on. So internships plays a very, very important role during your journey of 2 years into post graduation programs. Then of course your self-care. You talk about self-care, where you need to be a fit a personality with right attitude and right mental balance, which you can maintain around throughout the year of 2 years. Like Amity has a gym facility. You have seen the military camp, which is mandatory to all the students of Amity during their academic program. So it's a 1-week program, which I think once you plan and come to Amity, it will be cleared more to you during your journey. Now moving on to the next slide. As I mentioned before, internships are the important aspect, and those are the 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months of internship, depending upon your program, will carve out the pathway for your career. So how you're going to start for your internships, you need to ask around your mentors, need to ask around your faculties, you need to first identify your area of interest, which area you want to go and do your internships, identify top 10 companies through by making a list. You can call to few people. There is no harm in calling directly to an organization and speaking to HR person, wherein you are showing your keenness to do internship in a particular domain. Networking, yes, that's a very, very important aspect of networking. This shows how socially you are connect. So a best part, best platform for connecting and making your networking strong is your LinkedIn platform. Right from day one, once you enter into a postgraduate program, my piece of advice to all the aspiring student is to make your LinkedIn profile and update it during those 2 years of your post graduation, wherein you can mention about your skill sets, your education qualification, your life projects, your volunteering experience or career objectives, so and so forth. Use the internet. Yes, in today's time, since last 1.5 years or 2 years of this COVID-19 pandemic, I think everything has become virtual, be it your schools, be it your colleges, be it your universities, be it your anything virtual interviews, everything is virtual. So technology enablement is again a mantra for you guys to learn during the next 2 years of your post graduation. So that those are the things which you need to keep in mind, and you need to prepare well in advance before things goes out of hand. So advanced preparation for your internships, for your career, is the right way to progress into your post graduation program. Now moving on to the next thing, your career. See, all of you or everyone should come with a dream that I will get a good placement, I will get a dream company offer. But before that, first you need to define your career path. How you are going to define your career path? You need to do your research, your organizations, you need to attend the job fairs, you need to attend a lot of events organized by professional associations like CII, HOCM, FICCI. You need to do a lot of research online. You need to get experience. You will get experience by way of your internships. So my advice is do as many internships you can do during your 2 years of post graduation level. Whenever you get a time or for to do a live project, please do that. It will only add to your experience. You need to build your resume, which is again I would say a passport to get an entry into a corporate world. So your resume again is a very, very important aspect, which I'm going to discuss in the coming slide. Again, as mentioned, use LinkedIn to the best possible benefits to leverage your social network, your career, get connected with your like-minded people, wherein they can guide you how to advance into preparations and your career aspirations. So once you design your career aspirations, then the first step is you to design your resume. So here, if you see in the slides, I'm going to tell you about what are the key ingredients for an impactful resume. So your first point is keep it on one page. So your CV should not be more than one page. Try to avoid have a keep simple format so that it can come into a spacing format into a one page. Second is avoid spelling or grammar. You need to also ensure that your English, your content mentioned in the resume is foolproof. There is no spelling errors, nothing else. Then always send your resume into PDF format. Then label your resume file correctly. So the ideal format file name for your resume is your first name and your second name. So it's like if we talk about my resume name will be Ankur Gupta .pdf. So this is how you're going to label your resume in a very professional manner. It should not happen like 12345 .pdf. So it is going nowhere, and recruiter has not much time to go into your resume as well. Format into a logical structure. I'll show you a one sample resume which we follow at AUH. it will give you some inputs. Then it should be easy to read. It should not be cluttered, or it should not be in a very zigzag manner. You need to keep it consistent, include context, quantify your achievements. Kindly do not include your references. We have seen many students put references details on their CV, which is not required. So with all these things you will keep in mind, your resume will create an impact in the mind of recruiters who are going to come in your campus placements in their pre-final year. This is a sample resume which you can see that you have to have a professional photograph. All the details very clearly mentioned over here in the forms of academics, your certifications and publications which you have done, then your work experience. If you have any work experience before post graduation, kindly do mention it in your CV. Then you talk about internships, projects, live projects. Please do mention very clearly what you have achieved from your internships, live projects. Then if you hold positions of responsibilities, here you can mention various volunteering experience, or you're a part of a SCOP member, if you're a part of a club, if you're done some promotional activities during your post graduation days, please do mention all those. So you see, it is very, very crisp and clear in a correct format, and it is all on top of it. It is a one-page CV. So this is how your CV should be representable in one page, and it's very, very easy. In one glance, I am seeing each and every achievement of this student. So this is how you are going to prepare your CV in coming days. Lot of things will be in your mind when you face your first interview. Lot of butterflies in your stomachs, how it is going to be, or what kind of questions a recruiter will ask me. So lot of we have seen lot of students who are little nervous. I'm not saying entirely nervous, but yes, it has happened during the first interview they face in the campus placement. So these are we have identified based on our experience that these are the top 10 interview questions for people like you, wherein recruiter is putting much and sincere efforts in gauging out your personality on an overall fitment for a particular role into their organization. So these are the questions like, tell us about yourself, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your hobbies, what do you know about our company, why should we hire you? So these are the questions you will come across during your campus placements. So if you talk about, tell us about yourself, here in this question, you need to mention about your education, your family background, or any achievements you have gained through your entire journey of 22, 23, or 3 years of your journey so far. So need not to mention what is mentioned in your CV. So anyway, recruiter is going through your CV, but you need to tell beyond what is not mentioned in CV is what recruiter is going to look at. If we talk about question like, what do you know about our company? Here, company expect you to have some brief understanding about the company you are going to appear. So here, before you go for an interview, it is advisable and it is of utmost importance that you search about the company you are appearing for. You can search the company, what is the background, what is the business model, what are the products, what are the top executives in the organizations, what is the history of the organization, what are the different diversified interests the company is working in. So that is where you will be having an edge over others, where you already know about the company you are applying for. So these are the few tips where I can had given you what kind of answers you need to mention, and once you are part of Amity, it's a around the year activities with respect to corporate resource center. So these are the top 10 interview questions which normally asked by companies for from a fresher. Then yes, your grooming part, as it says, your appearance should say what you want others to know about you. So if you see these two photos of a male candidate and a female candidate, this is how you are going to present yourself once you are going and appearing for interview. So there are certain tips for man. Your hair should be properly groomed. Your skin should be properly maintained, and your hair styling, it should not that your hair are falling on your forehead. It should be properly trimmed. Outfit choice, your dark gray or navy blue suits are the need of an hour for a male candidate. Use deodorants, no strong fragrances are advisable. Similarly, the same tips are applicable for female candidates, wherein again they have to be as far as the major part is the makeup, wherein they have to have a very neutral or natural makeup. No very gaudy makeup is to be wear by female candidates. So this is what the grooming aspect. It's like that whenever you go for a party, you go in a very well professional, very well casual dress. But when you are going for an interview, this a professional attire is required for you to be in. It should not happen that you have wear all the you have wear a very good suit, you have a very good tie, but you have not trimmed your beard or you are not shaved. So that is not, it's not like that you are doing some favor to someone by going into a professional dress. It is something which you need to feel happy about it, because if you are happy about it, then you are, chances are that you will perform very well in the interview process. So that's where you need to feel good, look good. Then only it will add more chances of you getting selected in the campus placements. Then yes, everybody these days, from last 1.5 year COVID-19 pandemic, jobs are available. People are thinking that what will happen when I complete my post-graduation? Will there be enough jobs in the market? Or how I'm going to prepare during this time of COVID pandemic? So these are certain tips which are mentioned over here. And most important aspect of doing your job search is you need to prepare virtually. So you need to know how to use various virtual platforms like Zoom, WebEx, these are MS Teams, Google Meet. So these are the 4 prominent virtual meeting platforms used by everyone: corporate, universities, schools, trainers, everything. So these are the 4 platforms which you need to learn and organize your, be prepared for your virtual interviews. Suppose you are searching a job, you need to set a time during the day that this is the time where I'm going to apply for my jobs. Keep your profile updated. So here, if we talk about online profile, your online profile is your LinkedIn profile and your CV. So keep updated your CV, because these days, whenever, let's say if you are shortlisted for an interview and the recruiter knows that these 5 candidates are coming for a virtual interview, before they even start interacting with you, they will glance through your LinkedIn profile beforehand. So that is very, very important, that your online profile should be updated all the time, 24/7. During the time of COVID pandemic, you should also be adaptable to change. You should be positive to grab some temporary jobs, wherein these days companies are offering 6-month internships to the students who are, and especially people who have lost their job during COVID pandemic. The organizations are more sympathetic with those people as well. So there is nothing to worry about that you lost your job, your joining is not happened in COVID-19 pandemic. This is all myths, and we need not to believe that organization will feel bad about it. No, organizations are very well with the with their employees or with their new employees who are going to be onboarded. So this is the set your job alerts. When you are applying online, you need to set a job alerts where you can see all the notifications relevant to your jobs on your mobile phones. Everybody now these days using smartphones. So use smartphones which are which are giving you instant notification about anything. Also practice your virtual interviews. Gone are the days where you are going and sitting in front, but now this is the new mantra of since last two campus placement season at Amity. It's all virtual only. So we had given all our students a formal training how to participate, prepare themselves for these virtual interviews. So for example, you need to have sit in a quiet place. Your gadgets should be up and running. You should have a Wi-Fi connection, a broadband connection which has uninterrupted internet supply with a good internet speed also. So that those are the certain things which you need to keep ready from now onwards itself, because your classes for some time will be online, so you need to have these gadgets in place beforehand. So these are the few things which you need to keep in consideration while doing search, or currently these people who are doing such in during this time of pandemic. Now somebody say, why PG? Yes, to certain roles, to certain functions, corporates require postgraduates. If somebody wants to go into research and development, PG is must. If somebody wants to go for PhD programs, again for that PhD is must. So for PG programs are the important juncture at one's life wherein they can improve their employability, they can change their career, they can, if they want to progress to a next level, PG is required. For example, if you are moving into mid senior level to senior level, PG qualification is must alongside your undergraduate qualifications. Gone are the days. Even if you're a plain graduate and you are working in an organization, you add value to your aperture by doing certain value added certifications wherein you are at par with other people as well. Then for becoming an expert, you need to do a post graduation. It also instill a intellectual and a personal challenge. So if you want to go into a high class, high volatile research and development environment, it's again a big challenge. So you have to have a specialized program in the form of post graduation. Then there are certain people who love adding qualifications to their repertoire. I have seen so many people who have double MA, double graduation, double post graduation. So at times people go for enjoyment, so for upgrading their qualifications alongside their career aspiration. Maybe their career aspiration may not be rightly immediate after post graduation, but then in coming years they can easily pave their way through a career progression into any of the organization or any research and development organization. Now if we talk about MBA, why MBA? If you see the survey of last year where GMAC survey says in 2020, 77% of MBA graduates hired during the pandemic, and this year in the year 2021, corporates are planning to hire 89% of MBA graduates. So the figure says it all. The figure says it all that MBA amongst all PG programs are it's like aspiration for all the undergraduate who are doing their BTechs, who are doing their BComs or BA, BSc, MSc. So these are the various parameters which we feel that important, why you should go for an MBA program. It gives you a better job opportunities. It gives you a greater career growth. It gives you larger perspective of business world. So MBA does not only give you only domestic exposure, it will give you a global exposure, so that you are at par with other people who are working globally. It will consolidate your corporate network. It will offer you a better pay packages. It will sharpen your critical thinking skills. And then it's, of course, it's a long-term investment in your career. So where you want to achieve greatest height in your career, MBA is the program which you can pursue after completion of your graduation program. And then, of course, it will push you to your limits. It will take out from your comfort zones, because corporate world is very different from what you guys study in your post graduation program. So it will prepare you to face those challenges, challenging assignments. You need to take your decision. It will improve your decision making skill. It will improve your negotiation skills. So, and the parameters are, and enough, but then these are the certain striking points which we feel that undergraduation people should choose MBA as a post graduation program to pursue their career aspirations. Now it comes, why MBA from Amity? So if you see, Amity University Haryana is being accredited by various rankings, which has already been showcased in your Amity video. Plus, we have a lot of rankings of AACSB and ACBSP US. And these are the academic collaborations with the foreign universities, where we have a provision of study abroad program, wherein you can go for 1 semester for foreign campuses to get yourself globally exposed to what is happening on a global level. So these are the again some USPs of Amity, wherein you once you come into Amity, you will get an opportunity to have your 1 semester in any of the universities mentioned. Plus, Amity campuses are also present in countries like Dubai, US, London, Singapore, Australia. So you can choose any university of your choice where you would like to go for a study abroad program. Then again, leadership come military training. Military training again is a camp which is mandatory for all our aspirants. It's a 1 week program wherein a lot of activities related to motivation sessions, march past, rock climbing, grappling, parasailing, mock drill, shooting. So it will instill you a sense of discipline, a real time activities happening in the campus, which will give you to face certain challenges which you can easily face once you go out into the corporate world. Then at Amity, we have a unique mentor-mentee program, wherein a faculty mentor is being assigned to you right throughout your journey of 2 years. Similarly, we have industry mentors as well, which will guide you in exploring career options. They will help you in developing your contacts and identifying various other resources wherein you can get involved into. So mentor-mentee, again, is a very unique program with Amity University. You can pick and choose this option as well. And then, of course, we have a very strong base of alumni. Alumni is a very integral part of Amity University, where a lack of alumni are already being represented at various levels in corporate world. So alumni will mentor you people. They will give you career insight. We organize on a regular interval alumni interaction. Like last month only, we have organized alumni interaction series, wherein we have invited few of our alumni who are working with reputed companies like Cisco, Sutherland Global, and many more. So they can extend you advisory supports. They can help you out in getting summer internships and of course placements as well. And we have a very vibrant e-cell and incubation center, which gives you awareness about entrepreneurship. It will give you business space challenge. We have a Friday fortnight entrepreneur lecture series, wherein you will hear to real-time serial entrepreneurs who have started their ventures and how they have come through the initial challenges of nurturing a startup. So any one of you who is looking for an entrepreneur venture, eCell and Incubation Center is also again a very very bright prospects for those who wants to go into entrepreneurship model and want to have their own startups. These are the various eminent serial entrepreneurs we have already invited into our campus, wherein they have shared their insights and their experiences of how the entrepreneurial journey of these people, which are very very in today's time, they are very very promising and are doing great with their entrepreneurial ventures. Then we have again as talked about global exposure, wherein you have foreign language, again a mandatory subject for all the aspiring students. Each semester you have to study a foreign language. You can choose any foreign language from Spanish, Russian, French, German, and so on and so forth. Then we have a distinguished global Indian speaker series where we are inviting eminent Indian faculties who are with top leading universities in the world. And then study abroad program, which I've already briefed you about. And then we have a 3-continent program, which is again a unique program in itself, wherein you can again leverage a longer term perspective with respect to the global exposure is concerned. If we talk about the global exposure, it will broaden your horizon. It will develop a holistic, full-fledged development. Then it will add to your professional advantages as well. And again, we have a very good learning pedagogy on outcome-based education. We have a student-centric teaching learning process, wherein we have lecture method, interactive method, ICT-enabled teaching. We have a case study analysis and discussion, group learning method, project-based learning, summer internships, projects, dissertation. And then we have a very well robust Amazon portal, wherein it is a fully integrated and enabled academic processes and evaluation happen on that. So that is how it's a overall blend of for you to give you an all-round development for you to become a good recipient for securing a successful and rewarding career at the end of your program. Then we have overseas academic visits by our faculties from these many countries like US, Germany, Portugal, Slovakia, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Indonesia, and so on and so forth. These are the honorary professors who are actively connected with us on a regular basis, wherein you have people like Dr. Kumar Krishnan, Dr. Amitabh Chattopadhyay, Dr. Raj Tiwari, and many more to name. And these are the honorary doctorates which being awarded by Amity during their annual convocation program. If you talk about eminent personalities like Sunil Bharti Mittal, founder of Bharti Enterprises, Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shaw, chairman and MD of Biocon Limited, Dominic Barton from McKinsey, then chairman of Aditya Birla Group, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla. So the list is long, and eminent people are connected with us on a regular basis. And again, to overlook and to facilitate all these things, all the USPs being told to you before, we have a very very vibrant and highlighting department called Corporate Resource Center, wherein me and Manoj are at the forefront of guiding students to each and every step, and we are bringing industry into every activities. In fact, we have industry at the time of your personal interviews during the admission activities. So this is how the industry is very very closely integrated into Amity University, Haryana. So these are the CRC strengths which we feel that if you join Amity you will get. We are situated in industrial hub. We have a very very strong brand presence. We have a excellent infrastructure. Need not to say it's a 120-acre campus and the only campus in India who has LEED Platinum certification. And we have value-added course which focus on employability. We have a strong industry connect, as I mentioned. It's an industry integrated university. Then we have a Amazon, a internet for smooth functioning, monitoring the status of the students. You can check your exam results. You can have your mark sheets online. You can, maintain your attendance online, so on and so forth. And these are the focus areas which are the strong pillars of our department. Talks about training and development, which enhance your employability. We have a corporate engagement, Fortune 500 companies, summer internships, campus placements, corporate guest lecture series, and then alumni engagement. So these are the 6 vibrant areas wherein you will be exposed right from day 1 till the end of your post-graduation program. Then this is the communication process of how we interact with the student, which I think is not required to be mentioned in detail at this point of time, which is it's like a communication portal from our side. It's an interface with the students, how we interact with students once they are part of the system. And these are the training and development initiatives wherein we do a lot of assessment and evaluation. We have tie-ups with companies like CoCube, Aspiring Minds. We have a resume writing activities. We have a communication, personal grooming, and business etiquettes, personal interviews, aptitude tests, technical tests, presentation skills. So each and every aspect which we feel that are the crucial ingredients for a person to become employable. So please mention, I'm saying employable. So if you are employable, adaptable to change, and have a very good fitment into the scheme of things of the organization, you are the people of choice for the companies in coming times. These are the top recruiters. The list is very long, and these are the prominent companies like Tata Motors, Blue Star, JCB, Genpact, Chegg, Cognizant, Capgemini. In fact, we have services also visiting our campus where they hire the students under university entry scheme from Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. So the scope is immense. Opportunities are endless. It's up to you how you find how you find yourself getting aligned with your career aspiration with us as a corporate resource center department, which will expose you to each and every aspect of being into a right prospect for a company. And in the end, it's like final year make or break year for freshers. So while you are in college, you are in comfort zone, but then if you work on these areas of aptitude, robust, technically sound, attitude, attentive, loyal, honest, you work on your work ethics, you will be a dependable source, flexible, initiator, self-disciplined, hardworking, good learners, then you are fulfilling an all-round traits, having all-round traits which are expected from all of you, and which these are the traits which companies are looking into. With this, thanks a lot for my patience listening to all of you. I am open to any questions. Thank you, Sachin, for giving me time and opportunity to interact with the aspiring students.
Thank you, Ankurji, for the detailed presentation and giving a clear understanding to our participants on how to prepare for the final year. And I'm sure it is going to help a lot of students, and I can see a lot of questions have already come up. So let's start our panel discussion without any further delay. So to start with, Manojji, I would like to discuss with you about there is a question that I have received that what is the general process that a top company, when they hire, what is the general process that they follow?
So see, if you have to talk about the general process which companies follows, I mean, first of all, they will share their job description with us with the requirements, and they will be sharing the compensation offered, the job role, and other things, their website. And we also cross-check, have a background check of the organizations which we intend to send our students to. then the first process of clearing the criteria is the eligibility criteria, because the company might ask 70% in graduation or 75% in graduation. So that is one area the student needs to be very, very well versed upon. They have to focus onto academics as well. And when the company process is going on, there is a presentation by the company wherein all the doubts of the students are cleared after the presentation, followed by various rounds of interviews, which are aptitude tests, technical rounds, group discussion, personal interviews, then HR rounds, CEO, VP, or director HR round, and then their students get a offer letter and they are good to join. We intimate them about the joining dates and so forth, and they're ready to hit the corporate world.
That's right. Ankurji, the question I have received from the audience, and it's a very valid question. I would like to discuss with you. The most of the student has a fear of interview. So how we can,
as I said,
you want me to answer that, Sachin, or Ankur is answering?
Ankur.
So
IT, please make three of us, pin three of us.
So as I mentioned in my interview preparation trips, it is likely but natural that students will have a little fear of getting into an interview or getting exposed to corporate people which they may have not been exposed earlier. So it's nothing, it's nothing but your little bit of hesitancy which can be removed by practicing and by participating. It's not that you have failed in one interview, so you are a failure. So it's like your practice, your scope of improving from first interview to the second interview, and so and so forth. So it's again various stages of process are there wherein you can overcome your fear from the beginning. It's nothing that there isn't a tablet you pop up before an interview and you are you'll become a Sikandar and you'll face each and every question with big bang. So it's a pure matter of practice and improvement. So it's nothing to fear. It's not that they all are simple human beings. So they are all ask you, they will make you comfortable before the start of the interaction. So nothing to worry about it. It is just a matter of 1 or 2 interviews, and after that it's a easy cakewalk for all the students. So fear can be overcome in 1 or 2 interviews itself.
Right. Manojji, another question that I have received is, do recruiter really look on the percentage while shortlisting?
See, it depends on basically company to company. The first step to clear the rounds is, the high-end companies, if I have to talk about the MNCs of Fortune 500. So they have their process, but there are many companies who don't even follow the stringent process, and everybody is accessible and allowed to, appear for the interviews. So it is not always the case. It depends on case to case.
Right. Another question Bharat has asked, and this is a little interesting. So, sir, I'm a B Pharma student, completed 6th SEM. I'm in the final year. What all skills should I develop to get an internship? How to prepare CV? Bharat, I am sure you must have seen the presentation. I'm going to take the important question that how to develop ourselves to get internship, and how can I try for a good package? So I think, Ankur, if you would like to attempt this.
Bharat, since you are already on the verge of finishing up your program, you are already in, about to complete your B Pharma. So by this time, you have already decided that what you want to go, or what kind of companies you are going to, what kind of career you are having in mind. As far as internships are concerned, being a B Pharma graduate, there are so many pharmaceutical companies are available where you can go for your internships in the areas of quality production, and there are certain set of students who are keen to start their career as into sales and marketing side of the pharmaceutical company. So the options are immense, and as I said, you need to be thorough with your subject knowledge. You need to be thorough with your projects you have done. You need to be very thorough with the kind of visits you have done during your academic program. You must have visited to some industries nearby, or industrial areas. So it will give you a good exposure, and companies are looking for an overall package with respect to what kind of people they are going to hire. So as far as improve how you can get a good job, you need to prepare for that. You have to have your very crisp and updated CV in place. Your projects are updated. Your social connects are intact. So you need to talk about. As far as packages are concerned, yes, the standard industry standards company do follow, and there is sky is the limit for packages. It's nothing that it is being defined for a particular person. It is all basis on the requirements of the profile the companies are looking to, and what are their business demands, or what are their business looks into. So it's all depends upon the need and requirements. It is a little unfair for me to comment any quantifiable figures that this much salary you are going to get, but then it's a very decent salary you will get once you complete your B Pharma.
Right. So Bharat, I think the simple solution for you is prepare a good CV, get in touch with the companies or through the placement cell, and prepare yourself well. I think that is the most important thing that Ankur is recommending.
Yeah.
Manoj, you have an interesting question. I think this is it's been a majority of the queries of the students that they look forward for Fortune 500 companies, and they are from tier 2 colleges, right? So I have a great respect for both of you when I see a lot of preparing, a lot of collaterals when it comes to Cisco, Accenture, Capgemini. I see every company on the list of our board on Amity University program. But when it comes to tier 2, it becomes very difficult for them to maybe arrange to this level that you guys work for. So how actually the question is how to get into Siemens. So I'm converting this question into how to get into Fortune 500 companies if you are from a tier 2 college. So if you can prepare a roadmap for us, or maybe you can suggest your secret.
Sachin, there's no big challenge into it. I mean, when they are into Amity right from day one, we have a process flow wherein trainings are imparted to them on our soft skills, and then there is aptitude, and aptitude consists of logical reasoning, quantitative analysis, and verbal ability. And these students, they are gradually exposed to the corporate or to the industry by as I said into by expert sessions. We bring in we handhold them, and we bring in the best eminent speakers from the industry to speak to them and to interact with them. And these students, they ask their queries and questions to them. And then there are industry visits wherein the student goes to the industry or laboratories or corporate houses, wherein they have an insight of how things work. And then, as Ankur already said, there is a process of mandatory internships which we follow. Other than this, building a proper resume, but we focus on persona enhancement, body language, dressing sense of the students. So we have a full package with us wherein we gear up all these students to be at par with the best of the students in the country. And the corporate also acknowledges our students, because you see many of corporates, the best of the corporates and MNC Fortune 500 companies, they visit that. In fact, this year you will be happy to know that our maximum students have been selected in MNCs and Fortune 500 companies other than Indian companies. So I mean, I'm sure all these students were not from tier 1 cities, right? They may be from tier 2 cities, but we have done it, we have proved it. So we have a full package, and we expose our students gradually to this package wherein they are equivalent to any student who is best in the country. I hope I have been able to answer your question.
So the answer, I look forward for more continuation to the answer. That's if someone is from the tier 2 college, so can they apply directly to the Siemens? Is this what actually?
No. The big companies like Cognizant, TCS, Wipro, Siemens, Cisco, so they have an empanelment, so they only target the best of the colleges where best of the students they can find. And our students, the alumni we were discussing upon, so they have been working with these corporates, and they have been bringing laurels to the companies. So hence the company is inclined to visit Amity, and if they don't find the full their yearly induction in induction by I mean that they have to hire 20,000 students. But if they're unable to, then they might shift their focus to tier 2 or tier 3 cities. But
Right.
first priority, of course, Amity would be there.
Right. So Sheikh, I think you have got the answer. So maybe first you get an exposure and then maybe you can try out something else, or maybe you can plan your PG at Amity or anywhere that you feel so. So to plan your career in a better way. Ankur, so we are very short of time, so I have a lot of questions. So we'll be very quick. I would request you to be precise in the answer. Sir, can we, Jatin has asked this, can we do internship in PG first year?
I think as far as academic rigor in PG first year is an optional thing, wherein like for example, in our current PG program, we do send our students for a 2-month internship, but as per the academic requirements, PG students go for a big internship in their final year, where they go for a 6-month internship. So that is the way. Normally university has a different set of academic requirement, but at Amity, yes, there is a provision of they can go for a 2-month internship at the end of first year, and then of course in their 4th semester they have to go for a 6 month of internships.
Right. Sheikh, I know that you're not from Amity, but the answer has already been given by Manoj that Fortune 500 companies don't entertain the direct entries. So maybe you have to plan up your career properly to, if you get into Fortune 500 companies, prepare yourself well, get some experience, and then maybe you can try out your luck with the Fortune 500 companies. That is not impossible, but you have to plan up your things well. Last question I would like to take, and Dev Madana has asked this wonderful question. I was thinking that somebody would ask, and thank you, Dev, for asking this question. Manojji, he has asked that he is in currently 3rd year of BBA. Now, as usual, his query is whether he should do MBA or he should start looking a job. What is your career planning advice to him?
I would say he should. You know what happens, many students are doing undergraduate, they tend to do a year or 2 years of job, and then they want to come into the corporate structure, to the education setup, which is a bit challenging at times. I would suggest do internships properly, and then you should immediately do your MBA, and do MBA from one of a good B schools, like I will not say always Amity Business School because I belong to Amity, but you can do MBA from any good business school, gain some internship, and gain some more knowledge before hitting the the corporate world. So it's both ways actually. So it's quite a tricky question. Ankur, you would like to add on to this?
See, what we feel, Sachin and Dev, it's again a pure individualistic decision, wherein
Correct.
somebody wants. We have seen in the past also that there are people who have done their undergraduation and then entered straight away into the corporate world, spend 2-3 years, 4 years, and then again come back and pursuing their masters. Like for example, to add to this, I'll give this example that there is one student, I will not name it, and she had competed with students from all over India with the top premier colleges of IIMs and MDIs and Symbiosis and Great Lakes, and this year she got placed in one of the global organization as a management trainee, and she had 4 years prior work experience before she has joined an executive MBA program with us. So again, it's individualistic decisions wherein people needs to set their priorities right. It could be based on their individualist family decisions also, where they may have to look out for their family needs, and they go for a initial 4-5 years for a job, and then again they can come back to pursue their career advancement in the form of PG program. So again, it's a pure individualistic decision for an individual, based on individual to individual, Sachin.
That's right. So, so in case you have certain thoughts in mind, so go for MBA, do complete your graduation at one go, and then you move on to the industry, or maybe you can try out your luck into the corporate, get some exposure, and then plan for some reputed institutes MBA, or maybe you can do MBA executive also. That's also an option. So
See,
that is
Sachin,
also
if you right after BBA, if you go to the market, you will get only sales jobs. You know, you will not get very, very good
true.
jobs wherein you can get
True that.
exposure, considering the current scenario as well. So,
That's right.
according to the scenario, I would suggest go for studies. Else, it's a individual's choice.
Right. I think that that's a wonderful advice. Seeing the Corona times, I think next 2 years to settle the dust.
Yeah.
I think it will be viable to plan your studies, complete it, and then move on to your corporate journey. Because end of the day, you have to do a job for decades. So nothing harm in that. Final concluding note, Manojji, from your side, like if you can share some stats, very brief, how you have achieved the big number in Corona times for Amity University Gurugram. The numbers, the placement figures are amazing. So in a quick note, what you have done?
Sachin, by God's grace, we have been able to do good placements for our students in this year as well, considering most of it was during the pandemic. So I am happy to share that around 350 odd companies, they have visited Amity University Haryana in 2021, and most of them have been Fortune 500 MNCs and leading Indian companies. So, and if I have to talk about the prominent recruiters this year who visited us were, of course, Tata Consultancy Services, Cognizant, Accenture, IBM, Wipro, Infosys, KPMG, Deloitte, Ernst & Young, Nagarro, Publicis, Sutherland Global, Byju's. Then we have all these edtech companies, Upgrad,
Vedantu and,
Vedantu,
Upgrad.
Extra Marks. Then from the medical side, we had Max Hospitals, Fortis, Medanta, Abbott, Minda, Transport Corporation of India, Puma, NTT Data, DE Shaw, Yamaha Motors, DTDC, ePay, Razorpay, Dell, Coforge, Genpact, JK Siemens, Microsoft, HCL. The list is long here.
List is
Cisco,
long. Sure.
Amazon, Birla Soft, Shell. So I can keep on going. For next 30 minutes.
Very nice. So my best wishes for the great work that Corporate Resource Center has done. And I'm sure students, you must have got clarity on how to crack an interview, how to develop your personality. And in case you have some issues, this recording will also be available on our YouTube channel. You can go out there and revisit the learnings that you can have, or if you have any queries, you can put it out to our email IDs that's been mentioned on the website. You can go out there. The most important thing that all the webinars that we conduct, the previously webinars was the life of a chef or the success stories or the startup stories. You can go to the amity.edu/Gurugram website. More than 50 career counseling webinars and more than 100 industry related webinars are available at your disposal to get the knowledge absolutely free of cost. So you can study them, you can get an understanding what is happening, and this what you can do is all at your disposal. So you can while sleeping at the night around that time, you can go and have a surf around it. And this is all from our side. Thank you so much for listening to us, watching to us. Thank you, Manojji, for being with us today.